In the spring and summer months, while many people are out and about, New Hampshire's smaller rivers and streams can swell quickly, leaving people in dire situations. We spoke with Lieutenant James Nealon, who heads up the Advanced Search and Rescue Team for New Hampshire Fish and Game. He gave some tips on what you should do if you're at a campsite and the water suddenly starts to rise.
They should seek high ground if possible, and try to bring as much of your gear with you so it's not swept away, so that you can use it because you might be there for an extended period of time.
As for what you should not do,
I think to just haphazardly try to cross it real quickly, that's when we've seen a lot of problems occur, is when people try to cross high water. I think they underestimate the force, and they get swept away and potentially die from that.
Lieutenant Nealon says he's been involved in several situations in which fast-rising streams and brooks leave hikers stranded on opposite banks.
Some have tried to make it across in order to get out, and unfortunately have met dire consequences. I think the lesson learned from that, at least from what I've seen here in the White Mountains, is these rivers come up really quickly, but if you just wait, usually, and it might be overnight, but you might wait and that river or stream will come back down to where you can safely cross it again in the morning, or within 12 or 24 hours. So the best thing is to just stop and wait before trying to do something stupid.
So, how can you prepare ahead of time?
Paying attention to the weather is first and foremost before you can start your adventure, whether it's hiking or camping or whatever it is. You know, a length of rope is always handy, whether it's to build a shelter or to potentially throw to someone that is caught in some high water. Extra rain gear and clothing to deal with wet weather, and a shelter always helps, whether it's a bivy bag or a tent or a sleeping bag or something to stay dry and warm in.
As far as swimming goes, Lieutenant Nealon says the temperature of New Hampshire's water is something to consider.
Usually this time of year, we're still dealing with some snow melt coming out of the mountains, so our water temperatures are usually quite a bit chillier. Also, hypothermia can set in really quickly.
We asked the lieutenant, is there any other areas of New Hampshire that are particularly dangerous when it comes to rising water?
It just seems random wherever a quick thunderstorm or a weather system comes through, those water bodies anywhere in the state of New Hampshire can rise quickly. The best way to deal with that is just wait it out. That usually as quickly as they come up, they come back down.
If you are planning to head out on the trails, Lieutenant Nealon is reminding hikers they can get a Hike Safe card.
Check hikesafe.com. It's got a lot of list of equipment and things that you need to plan for before you head out on your adventures.
Money raised from the Hike Safe cards goes to support search and rescue efforts in New Hampshire. Lieutenant Nealon describes it as a little insurance card before you head out. Meteorologist Kevin Skarupa, WMUR News 9.